Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of a Squid Game reaction. This is World Live, I'm my name is Matt. Hello, hi guys. Okay, so last time on Squid Game, what happened? It was the depression episode where every single one of my favorite characters died. But it's okay because I was already expecting them to die. But why did they have to get rid of both of them in the same episode? And okay, this is something I want to say. So like, I've talked to like a couple friends who have finished the show, that have already watched it, and like none of them gave a shit about Ji-yeong, and I'm just like, she's the best character, so I feel alone in there. So I want to start a movement. For the Ji-yeong stans. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing her name. She's the best character. I want Ji-yeong stans to rise up. Leave a comment below if you love Ji-yeong, and if you don't love Ji-yeong, just leave. Just leave. It's okay. Ali stans are also welcome, but everyone else kind of I don't care much for. Gi-hun is fine. So, Squid Game, sure, what's happening? Sae-byeok is also fine. What's happening? Last time, it was a really good episode, actually. It was probably the best episode of the show so far. And we saw Ji-yeong die. We learned about her a lot. We saw her die. We got Ali, who got betrayed and died. Probably the worst way one could have gone, which is betrayed by someone you trusted and didn't even realize you were. And then when you realized it, you just got shot and died, and it was just fucked up and sad. And the old man died, maybe. I didn't realize this while doing the original reaction and discussion of previous episode, but it makes a lot of sense why Ji-yeong really didn't like that dude, the dude that was praying, because her dad was like just about the worst human being on the planet, and he was also a pastor, and he also like kept forcing God into their lives, like very hypocritically so it makes sense that she would just like hate that, you know. If anything, I'm like amazed at her like level of self-control a little bit, which is essentially because she knows that guy is not her dad, but also like she's better about it. But more than anything, she's just like calling him out on his hypocrisy, you know, and being realistic. But she's not like antagonistic towards him necessarily. She's just like calling him out, and that's awesome. Actually, I love her character so fucking much. I love her character so much. Like, a friend of mine sent me like a couple of like pieces of fan art of her, and I was like, I'm retweeting this shit because I just love her. She's fantastic. Oh man, I want to search for more pieces of fan art of her, but I'm scared I will get spoiled. So I'm not gonna do that yet until I finish the show, which made me want to go and draw fan art of her myself. I haven't done so yet, but I might. Anyway, Ji-yeong's the best. Now, I kind of don't care anymore. But yeah, another thing. I loaded up this next episode. The title of it is called VIPS, which, alright, this might be an interesting one. I said previous episodes that the next 3 episodes might be bangers because it's the third act of the show. It feels like we're gonna start wrapping this shit up. So, oh, and this is something else I thought about. Sorry, I keep making this intro super long, but there is, how many games left? I think there's 2, isn't there? And if there's only 1 winner and there's 20 people left, that means that next game, okay, so if there's only 1 winner at the end, I almost think that it will be a 1v1. Like the final game, there can only be 1 winner. So it's gonna be like a 1 versus 1 game, maybe. Or it could be like, it could be a free-for-all, you know? It could be a free-for-all where they're all competing for the same thing and only one person can get it. Sure, it can be something like that. But I almost feel like it would be really good for the show to have a final game just be like a 1 versus 1. So I almost feel like we're gonna be killing a lot of people in the next game. I feel like 18 people have to go. So that's gonna be interesting. Who's left? Like, if we look at our cast of characters, and if I had to look at characters and be like, who's living? I would say, well, Gi-hun, Sae-byeok, and Sang-woo in that order. right? Well, almost no. Sae-byeok, Gi-hun, and Sang-woo in that order. Okay, that this is the most likely to least likely to live. Well, everyone else that's not those three is dead, as far as I know. As far as I'm concerned, those three are the only ones that can have a chance of surviving. Everyone else is just gonna go next game, maybe next game. Maybe it'll be a free for all. Maybe every main, quote unquote main, like a character that has like an actual name and face, maybe they will make it to the final game, and it will be like a I don't know, like how many. So Deok-su, Mi-nyeo, Gi-hun, Sang-woo, Sae-byeok. I think that's it. That's just 5. So maybe the final game will be a 5 people game. Maybe the final game will be the actual Squid game, the one that they showed at the beginning of the show. But that looked like a team game. So I don't know how that will work. Yeah, that's just everything that I thought about since previous episode. Let's just start. I'm also recording shit ahead of time. Like this episode, I'm recording like a week ahead of time because Doctor Who's coming out in like 4 days, and that will really wreck my schedule. So I want to get as much Squid Game done as I can before that, but I haven't even edited the previous episode yet, so that's a problem. I'm in a pickle here. That was a long intro, sorry about that, but let's just fucking go, okay? Yeah, sure, and please check out the Patreon if you're interested. Check out the link below or the pop-up on screen that should be like around here somewhere. If you would like to support the channel or watch the next 2 episode reactions on early access already, as well as full-length reactions. If you want to, for some reason, watch my dumb face watch the entire episode alongside you. That's it. All right. Let's begin. So, Squid Game, Season 1, Episode 7. Let's go.
I'm happy to hear you enjoyed the game. Yes, the host is currently waiting for the VIPs to arrive.
The host? Who's the host? And who is happy? Because he wasn't talking to the VIPs. And he just mentioned another entity called the host, which is not who he was talking to. The tension between these two. I really like this, so I really like this.
여기서 죽은 인간들 전부의 목숨값이야. 저거 두고 그냥 나가자고? 나가서 다시 밑바닥에서 희라이 같은 인생까지, 주야 같은 죄책감까지 안고 살자고? 당신들 정말 그렇게 살 자신 있어?
I do like the scene a lot. Actually, we're learning a lot. He still has the marvel. Is that a fucking reindeer? This is some dumb rich people paradise to go come and watch fucking some gore. Some snuff films happening. This is a snuff film from Livestream. That's what it is.
그들께서 도착했습니다.
Who is it talking? I saw gray hairs. Please be the old man. Show me your fucking face. Fuck! Oh my god, did the fucking religious asshole survive? Why did he survive and not fucking Ji-yeong? Well, because Ji-yeong is the best character. Anyway, Sang-woo's point of view, I got super sidetracked. It's, to his perspective, it's definitely like, we already gone far enough. Let's keep going, otherwise all of this was for nothing.
Put a lot of money on that dickhead to win.
How much did you bet?
$1 million bucks.
Oh my god.
You to bet so much on number 69.
Oh, it's such a beautiful number.
Yeah, it's the funny number, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Haha, funny number. This is amazing. He is gonna kill himself. And these people are like, oh, come on. This is fantastic. It's a mirror of the first episode of Gi-hun betting on the horses. Now he has become the horse. This is so fucking gross and disgusting. How does he still have battery in his fucking phone? Video game sounds. Get the piggy bank money. There's a high possibility of like 14 people dying. It's either gonna be 14 people or just like everyone except the ones that like have a proper name. So Gi-hun, Sae-byeok, Sang-woo, Deok-su, and Mi-nyeo. They have to. Yeah. Do they all have to cross at the same time or something like that?
This may be the deciding moment.
There are plenty of other variables, but I think the order in which they compete matters most.
Look at this circle jerk.
96. Can't do 69. I'll try 96.
Fucking. Yeah. The fact that everyone is literally just numbers that they just choose on a whim. Haha, 69 funny number. He's recording this shit! How much battery does he have in his fucking phone, dude? This guy has to go. Oh! So you would want the latest ones. You would want the latest ones because you want to see people do it first. But depending on the game, he's gonna have to choose between 1 and 16. He's resting on boobs. What?
1번 하면 안 될까요? 제가 평생 뒤에 숨어서 남 눈치만 보고 살았어요. 평생 한 번도 제 인생을 주인공처럼 살아본 적이 없어요.
Whoa.
태어나서 딱 한 번만이라도 제대로 살아보고 싶습니다. 제일 앞에서 당당하게.
Wow.
부탁합니다.
Wow. He's crying too. And Gi-hun's gonna go last.
Oh, it's really not your day, is it?
Every scene with the VIPS is so good because it's so disgusting. These people are so disgusting. And the way everything is presented, it's so gross. Oh my god.
번호는
다리를 건너는 순서입니다.
This is awful for you. Because you don't get to know which ones are which. I'm sorry, buddy. I mean, he's gonna die. He's using another person as a stool for his feet. She's encouraging him. Because one success is another person's success. Oh my god, they're just moving them like pieces for display. Dead.
He's gone.
No.
Well,
Well, that's it for 96.
You've already found some more fun.
he's gonna make him suck his dick.
The eyes you have.
I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, he's gonna make him suck his dick. Just make it more disgusting. She's gonna go opposite and it's gonna break. Yeah. You're gonna die. You're not a named character. Yeah? You're very smart, buddy. I applaud your mathematics. What if he just jumps off and kills himself instead of trying the glass? But he was so fast that you don't actually know. Y'all didn't get to see, right? Ma'am, did you see?
아까 그 사람이 다음에 어느 쪽 밟았는지 기억나요?
똑같긴 한데.
아니야. 오른쪽으로 갔다가 왼쪽으로 갔어. 아니야. 바로 왼쪽으로 갔어. 아니야. 거기서 오른쪽이었어.
Oh my god. He's gonna trust the lady and the lady's gonna get it wrong.
왼쪽.
Don't say yes.
확실하죠?
Don't say yes. No, you just killed him. Lady, why did you say yes? All you need to do is say, I'm not sure, actually. 3 people told him to go right, and this bitch is gonna go left. Dead. You got it wrong. You weren't sure, girl. Jesus. Oh, why do you have to do all this detail? Bro, we don't have time. Ji-yeong was right. Fuck this guy. You're all gonna fall. You're all gonna fall. Oh, that guy fell. Okay. Just killed him. He's gonna sacrifice people to move forward, isn't he? He's gonna be like, y'all need to come and get me to move. And we're gonna wrestle? Thank you, Lord. Oh, hey! Thank you for doing that, actually. Good job. Deok-su's just gonna push me. Deok-su's just gonna kill him.
왼쪽이야.
Yeah.
왼쪽이라고.
You can ask for help. It's fine, man. Oh, man, the fear that every step you make could be your death. Colors are different. Maybe a little bit. Wrong. Dead. Yeah, there you go. You're front now. Alright, Deok-su. You cannot push anyone. You have to move. Deok-su's gonna die. Or he's gonna do something fucked up. He's gonna get people to come with them and he's gonna push people. I'm not gonna move unless you come here. That's what it's gonna do, isn't it? What a fucking bitch.
I'm going on for a different kind of fun.
Yeah. On roving? Yep. Like, I feel bad that he didn't say that it's gonna make you suck his cock. Because I thought about it like way earlier in the episode. Because this is the most disgusting way this could go. Are you into cock and ballot torture, motherfucker? Record everything.
Tell me everything. You know about the game.
Man, this episode's fire. Dead. Mi-nyeo just killed him. That was Mi-nyeo, I think. And now you two are just gonna stare down at each other. Be like, fuck, you're not moving. Fuck, you're not moving. Both of them are gonna die. She's here to just taunt them. That's great. Keep calling him a little bitch. Please keep doing so. She's gonna destroy this glass. Both of us are going. She did say that. I'm a crazy bitch. Now he's begging. This is perfect. You thick and small. Die. It's gonna break the next one. Yep. Well, dead both. Yeah, the moment I saw that both of them were at the front having a scene together, I'm like, both of them are gonna die.
Poetic ending for those two.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Another student of the Bard. I had no idea.
Actually, it's not Shakespeare. It's Congreve. William Congreve.
I like you better when you don't talk.
This fucking circle jerk of rich guys. Holy shit. Oh, this guy's gonna die. I'm sorry, buddy. It's gonna be down to... It's gonna be the last three. Sang-woo, Gi-hun, and Sae-byeok. Angle it under the light. Can you tell? He might be able to tell. This is what's gonna happen. This guy is actually really good and he knows everything. But Sang-woo is just gonna push him and kill him because there's gonna be like 10 seconds left. It's like he can tell, but there's 10 seconds left. We don't have time. So I'm just gonna push you and kill you. Because we need to move.
They really tell the difference?
I think so.
Yeah, he does know.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, I didn't catch it either.
Well,
They don't read. They don't read about these people. They don't care. Anything to throw. The Marvel. He's gonna get it wrong. He's gonna die anyway. There's no way this random dude is living through this game. I like to like attempt a cooperation though. That's where he came in from. Yes. The escape from the VIPs. He's right there. 20 seconds left. Sang was gonna push him. Just go. Dead. There we go. And they get to see it. They get to see him just push and kill the dude. No, jump! We don't have time. Okay. How many games has Gi-hun won at like the last 1 second? Whoa. Cover your face. Is the glass shard gonna kill anyone? Or is this just artistic? Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, that was just a weird artistic choice. He took an oxidant and is just diving out. If he can get in range of like any like tower that gives him any kind of 4G, he can just fucking tweet that shit. I say tweet, but he will send it to the authorities or whatever. Man, this show has gotten really juicy. That's the end of the episode, alright. How can anyone say that this show is not like anti-capitalistic? Like, because this is something that I've seen around. I haven't been able to like dodge it in social media. It's the fact that people have expressed the fact that the show is more on the anti-capitalistic side, and that's more or less what the message is going for. And given even before watching this episode, I was like, yeah, because you know, all these are people that have been fucked with the world and they get no money and like their situation is fucked. Usually, not every time, but it can be out of their control, and they have been offered, and this is like the ultimate like gamble game. It's like you get money or you die. It's like choose. You get, it's the idea of like life equals money when it shouldn't. That's the thing, and it doesn't. Like depending on who you ask, like you can you can ask the person, like, how much is this person worth? And chances are people are going to tell you that maybe they'll give you a number, and maybe if the person is someone that it's close to them, they might give you a much greater number, or they might tell you, no, it's not. And the reality is that those two are not equitable. Those two are not interchangeable. You shouldn't. Life does not have a monetary value. Those two are completely different things, and like that's the thing. That's end stage capitalism. That's what it is, isn't it? This is not the first time I complain about capitalism in this channel, and I will continue to do so. And more than anything, in a show like this that makes a real statement, and this is what it is. Like, everything about the choices that they made to presenting me the VIPs and what they're doing was in order. It had a message, okay? It had a message that he was trying to carry, and a point that he wanted to get across. And it's the idea that eventually life, like, things inevitably start to lose value, and the only thing left that has value is dollar value, or money value, I suppose. And eventually you reach a point where life has no value, like the most like sacred thing or whatever. I don't mean in a religion sense. I mean in the sense that, like, I think the most important thing in life is like life. That sounds redundant, but it is something that needs to be stated, and it's the idea that has a price, and it's not even a big price, honestly, because these people are being paid in a chance to be able to like rescue themselves and crawl out of like hell, you know. That seems to be what this is gonna be. So okay, let's talk about the VIPs. That's the title of the episode. The VIPs, everything about the set that they were on, they're just sitting back, they're relaxing. They have the like rich people like little binoculars, so like, yes, I'm looking, and they all are doing commentary like, oh, I see. It's like, oh, was that a reference to Shakespeare? Actually, it wasn't Shakespeare. It's like, and the way they talk was so robotic, but I think that's because this is a Korean production. Even if the actors were white and maybe they did speak English, the direction maybe was like, I didn't fully understand. Again, you be more clear. And then they were like, yes, okay, I understand. And then they were like, yes, of course, I understand. It's like, yes, they need to make it more clear so maybe people can understand what they're saying. And to be fair, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I actually kind of appreciate it, because there were not subtitles for that whole part. And I watch everything with subtitles. Even if it's English, even if it's fucking Spanish, I'll watch it with subtitles, okay? Because I register information better if I'm like looking at it and understanding words more than I do listening to it. So there were even scenes where they were just talking and I was like, okay, close my eyes, what are they saying? Like, I'm trying to focus on that because otherwise it's difficult for me. But yeah, and especially Jung-ho, when he was talking English, I'm like, there are no subtitles and his English is very rough. He has a very rough Korean accent. I have a hard time understanding what he's saying, but because of context, I understood what was happening. So yes, the VIPs, the VIP room, they all are wearing like golden masks. Okay, I could be reading too much into this, but I think that the mask that they're wearing might have been of like predator animals. So there was like a lion, there was like an eagle, you know, animals that like prey on other animals. That could be looking way too further into it. But the idea that they're all sitting there, they're all chilling and relaxing, they're all getting drinks, they're all betting on these people. And like, it's so fucked because like, this guy just starts going like, no, what the fuck are you doing? Come on. And then they're like, what? And then they look at the screen and there's a guy that's about to hang himself. And that's such fucked up imagery. Imagine if you saw someone about to hang themselves and your reaction was like, come on, I bet $1 million on you. It's like, what? This person's about to die. And all you can think about is like, I'm going to lose my money, man. And that's the thing, is that it's not even is it about the money with these people? It could be. It could be, but it's just the idea of like, come on, man, I like, you're disappointing me, and that's the thing. That's what it comes down to. It's the idea that this fucking rich asshole, the VIPs, they just care about what gives them joy, what makes them happy, and they don't care about anyone else because they're completely sociopathic, as rich people are. That is my statement for the day, and it's not. I don't think it's a controversial statement. It's like billionaires are fucking sociopaths. If you are a billionaire, you're doing things wrong because you shouldn't be a billionaire. That's the thing. It's that the moment that you're a billionaire, you should stop being a billionaire because you shouldn't continue to have that amount of wealth when there's so many other like places that do need said money. That's just a controversial statement of the day, which is, I don't think it should be controversial at all. And if anyone considers that controversial, you can fuck right off of this video. But like, that's what I think, and it's everything about this game, and it becomes so much more clear now when we reach this episode. And it's the idea that everything about this show and this game has been like specifically tailored, not only within the show but also outside of the show, like a meta perspective. The way the show was created and the things that you see are a specific way in order to convey a specific message. You get all of these people, they are numbers. They don't use names here. They are doing these dumb games, like a survival kind of type of death game, but it's actually a survival game. And if you lose, you die. Just get shot and die. And if you win, maybe you get the promise of money. And you see people die in front of you, and it's just like video game sound, lights. There's the money. There's the big dumb piggy bank in front of you. It's like, of course, the like coffins are like gift boxes, you know. It's this whole thing of like everything here is so fucked and almost like, how do I put this? Like monetized. Your death is monetized. It's that, and it's like, no, it's not even that. It is monetized, but it's. Your death is entertainment. It's entertainment for some rich asshole. And like, that's the thing, is that I feel like, even, I don't know why I thought this, but like, even if it was like consensual, it would be a thing of like, you are agreeing to do this death game, but they tell you, some people might be watching, and you're like, what? Okay, sure, whatever. I need the money anyway. I'll do it. I don't care who's watching. But the fact that they're doing this, being like, oh, we'll give you the money so you can get your life back on track. But then they're like, all right, all these rich people come and watch these dumb idiots fight and kill each other. And it's this whole different thing of like, they are just entertainment. And it's not even something that they agreed on. It's just something of like, I'm desperate. I need this money for personal reasons, for whatever reason. Like, let's talk about the 3 survivors. Well, I don't know why Sang-woo needs the money. Maybe he's just greedy. But I half expect next episode to tell me why Sang-woo needs the money so bad. Or like, actually give me a reason outside of just, I want the money and I want to like do good for my mom, maybe. But yeah, I'm half expecting him to say something like that. But like, Gi-hun needs to save his mom. He needs to give the money to his mom. Gi-hun needs maybe to get his daughter with him. Sae-byeok needs to get her family back in North Korea so she can take care of her little brother. I just said a dumb theory. I'll get back to that in a second. But like, they all have their own personal reasons that can be novel. They can be novel and understandable reasons. And even if they are not novel, they can be understandable. Because they specifically search for people in situations that would agree to this because they do need it. It's a matter of survival. It's a matter of, I need to do this. Maybe even not even for myself, but for someone else that I care about. And it's the idea that is exploited for some rich dude's entertainment. It's just that. And it's so gross. It's so horrible. It's so fucked. And like that, every time that they cut back to the VIPs room, I was like, this is such a great thing to add because it's so fucking disgusting. And like, even everything you look in the set, there's like naked people that are like painted over. Like there was a woman that was painted over. I think it was a woman. I thought she was like moving, but I could be wrong. But I don't think it was furniture. I think it was an actual woman that was pretending to not move, and her boobs were just the resting spot for that rich dude's head, whatever, not face, head. He was just reclining back on it, and he was reclining on boobs. And his stool, where he put his feet on, he was just like, yeah, relaxing, and his feet were on a stool. It was another person that was just like crouching, or like, not crouching, well, it was just crawling in front of him, just for him to put his feet on top of him, right? And then he sees Jung-woo, like supposedly a guard, and he's like, all right, come suck my dick. It's like, of course. And I feel kind of glad that he actually realized that he was gonna suck his dick. Well, he didn't do it, but I mean that he was gonna ask him to suck his dick, because when he was looking at him, I was like, oh, is this suspicious of him? And I thought the show was actually going for that. It's the idea of like, oh, is he suspicious of him because he's acting weirdly? And I was like, no, actually, it's not going to be that. He's just going to be like, suck my dick. And he did say that. And I'm glad I got it right. I am disappointed I didn't like say it out loud as soon as I thought about it, because it was like 10 minutes prior. Like I immediately called it, because my brain instantly thought to like, all right, what's the most disgusting thing this disgusting ass character can do? And it's like, tell this police guy that's trying to uncover the truth to find his brother to suck his dick. Because they need to nail the point. They need to nail the point harder and harder, how fucking disgusting these people are. You need to understand that. And I think they did an amazing job. I think they did an amazing job of displaying how awful this the Squid Game is, how awful the people here are that are making this shit work. The thing that I can't stop thinking about this is the idea that like, so I didn't escape the conversation of like, oh, Squid Game is anti-capitalistic, and some people defending it, being like, no, it's just a show, it's just a good show, it has no deeper meaning, stop looking into it. And it's like, no, shows do have meaning. Not every show, but this show definitely has one. It has a point that it's trying to make. And I don't know, I just don't think you should make Funko Pops of the Squid Game characters. It's this idea of like, this show, it's almost becoming something. Oh, this is the fucked up shit that I heard like yesterday. I saw that apparently the creator of the show didn't get paid like extra or whatever based on the popularity of the show. He just agreed to a sum of money with Netflix, and Netflix was like, all right, we'll give you that. And then the show blew up, and the dude just got paid just the initial amount, and that was it. And he said, yeah, I have enough money to put food on the table, and that's kind of it, and that's fine. And I'm just like, Jesus. And like, because yes, that's, capitalism is fucked. Money is fucked. The money value and the cult of people thinking that this is such the way things should be, it's so fucked. And like, yes, I here's the thing, is that I know my phone is made by slaves. Maybe my clothes are made by slaves. Yes, that is bad. I'm participant in the fucked up reality that we all live in, because we can't escape it. But I am going to complain about it. And I think that some people like to just pretend that it doesn't exist. I just don't think that you can watch this show and take anything meaningful from it if you pretend that that doesn't happen. If you pretend that that is not the conversation that the show is going for, because it is. Okay? All right. I just realized that I've been ranting about capitalism being fucked for like 15 minutes. Which is fine. We can complain about capitalism all day. We can keep going for like 2 hours. I don't give a fuck. I've done that before. But let's actually talk about the episode. Finally. This episode did eliminate like everyone. So I was half right, half wrong. Because I was like, at the intro I did say the order of characters that I think are going to live are going to be like Sae-byeok, Gi-hun, Sang-woo, and then everyone else is going to die. Maybe not this game, but they're going to die. They did die this game. Everyone except those three died this game. And I was kind of wrong in the sense that I was like, it's gonna be 2 people left or 5 people left. It was 3. It was the top 3 that I thought were gonna live. And in that aspect, the show is not that mind blowing in the sense of like the way characters go. I'm like, I get it. Like, there are some things about the show that I was able to call. Like, for example, when Ji-yeong dropped the marble, I was like, she's gonna do it, and then she did it, and I'm like, there we go, best character. Like, shit like this, you look at these characters and you'll be like, all right, all of you are gonna die. The one thing that I'm still not sure about is who's going to live. I'm expecting one person to live, like one winner, because that's, we see in the like books that there's just one winner at the end, and I think it's gonna be either Gi-hun or Sae-byeok. Gi-hun because he's the main character, Sae-byeok because he would be like shocking to kill the main character, and Sae-byeok has kind of been built up, you know, like Sae-byeok is very clearly the character that shows up at the beginning, and she's kind of like, you don't know her very much, and she kind of be kind of bad, but like she builds up as the show goes on, and you feel bad for her, and you understand her, and it's like, and yeah, she's like the girl character in like the horror movie that makes sense. That's her. I see Sae-byeok as that. I said it before, so it could be her that lives, and Gi-hun dies, and it's like shocking. He like dies right at the end, like essentially entrusting things to Sae-byeok and being like, you can live on to save your brother or whatever, something like that. Sang-woo was definitely being built up as like the antagonist that we're gonna get, because he was an ally up until this point, and I feel like next game he's gonna be an antagonist, because he's like, no, fuck you, I want to live. It's gonna be a confrontational game. It's gonna get a game where it's like you have to like fight each other. Like, may they have to play some rounds in fucking King of Fighters. they have a fucking King of Fighters tournament. You know, it's just like a best of 5, best of 10. Yeah, sure. Run the set. There you go. All right, but like, man, I'm excited for King of Fighters 15. They just announced that Isla from King of Fighters 15 is from Chile, and I was quite happy about that. It's not Argentina, but I'll take Chile. You know, whenever you see someone create a character that's from like this region of the world, but it's not Mexico nor Brazil, you can tell that they care. This is such a weird tangent. All right, so Squid Game, right? Those 3 survived, and I think next game we're gonna get Sang-woo as like the antagonist, who's like, I want to go in, fuck it, I don't care, god damn it, I'm gonna win, and maybe he'll tell us why he's so bent on trying to win, but he's gonna die. And either it's going to be Gi-hun or Sae-byeok that lives. I don't think it's going to be the two of them, because unless Jung-ho saves the day, and that's the thing. Let's talk about Jung-ho. So we didn't get to see like anything about him previous episode, but in this episode he's like, all right, I'm sneaking around. I discovered what the VIPs are. I got all the information. I recorded some shit. I took photos. I took video. I recorded fucking audio. I got everything, bro. So maybe Jung-ho can save the day. I think they're gonna catch him though. That's a problem. But I hope they don't. If they don't catch him, before I forget, fuck. The old man is the host. Right there, right here, right now. Go. I'm telling you. The frontman phoned someone, and he told that person about the host and about the VIPs in like a third person perspective, like referring to someone else, which means that implies that the host is not the same as the VIP. It's not him. It's another entity. And it's also not the person in the phone. The person on the phone is another entity. So that raises 2 questions. 1, who's the host? 2, who's the person on the phone? So those are my immediate questions. But we saw a person that had a mask, and we see them from behind, and he had gray hair. I'm saying a he because I think it was a he. And I immediately thought it's the old man. It's the fucking old man. It's the fucking old man. And I was like, show me. It looked like they were going to show me, and they didn't. He just took off his mask, and then we cut away. And I'm like, fuck off. Because I swear to God, if like at the end of the show, they go like, it was me all along. I was the mastermind. I'm going to be like, stop, Junko. Let's talk about the like Glass Bridge game. This is such a fucked game. It's also really good. Like, this might have been the best episode of the show so far. Actually, no, I might like the previous one more. Just because Ji-yeong was in it, and Ali was in it. and they are the best characters. And also, Ji-yeong just cemented herself as the best character in the show. So that's why I like previous episode more. Also because we spend like 35 minutes just talking about life, and that's really good for character development. That's really good for just building things up and making you care. This episode didn't really do that very much. What this episode did was fill me with disgust for the VIPs, and just it really felt like the show being like, do you understand? Do you understand? Just like knocking on your head like fucking Biff in Back to the Future. That's what I was doing. Sorry, I wasn't just hitting myself for no reason. It's just the show knocking and being like, hey, hello. Do you understand what we're doing here? Do you understand the theme? Okay, cool. Just drilling it a little harder, just in case. Okay. So I was a big fan of that. Mi-nyeo and Deok-su went in just about the way I thought they were going to go. Like, Mi-nyeo just killed Deok-su, just being like, fuck you, you die. And yes, it makes complete sense. And like, I could kind of tell that was where I was going. The moment that Mi-nyeo was left with Deok-su, I was like, oh, it's a scene between these two. All right, they're both gonna go. Like, they're both gonna die here. I see it. And it did happen. Shout out to Mi-nyeo. Mi-nyeo did save the last 3 people. But I don't know if she saved those people because she wanted to save those people, as much as if it was just her being angry at fucking Deok-su and being like, fuck you, you little bitch, you have a tiny dick, go die. We both die. Fuck off. Jump. That was fantastic, actually. I like how much she taunted him. That was pretty good. She was like, fuck you, you little bitch, you have a tiny dick. It's like, yeah, just it's like the most like childish insults, but that is the kind of shit that would get Deok-su. Like, Deok-su's such an egotistical piece of shit that like shit like that would get to him. She's like, move aside, I'm gonna move forward because I'm not a little bitch like you are, dumb bitch, a tiny dick. And then she tricked him, grabbed him, fucking do a super and just killed him. So there you go. There was that random dude at the end that had like knowledge of glasses. He was doing great until they realize, oh, he can see because of the lights. Well, that kind of breaks the game. So let's just stop that. And they cut off the lights. And it wasn't what I thought it would, because I thought that Sang-woo was going to push him because time is running out. It's like, you're taking too long. Push him. Oh, that one's fake. All right, I move forward. Because when you see this dude with the glasses and the dude that knows about the glasses, I'm like, you're not gonna live, bro. Like, I'm sorry, you're not a character. You don't have a name. You don't have screen time. You're going to die. It's gonna be the last 3. But I'm like, how is it gonna go? And I'm like, we have to build up Sang-woo like a little bit more, just so everybody knows. So Sang-woo's gonna push him. And also because he knows about the glasses, so I'm like, okay, he can do it. Technically, he's the person that most likely would be able to do it, but Sang-woo just pushed him. But I thought Sang-woo was just gonna push him because he was taking too long, and that did happen. But it's not just that. Sang-woo allowed him to look at the glasses and be like, all right, which one is which? He allowed him to do all of that until the lights went off and they were running out of time. So this is different for Sang-woo, because one is Sang-woo just killing a dude because he doesn't care, and the other one is Sang-woo killing a dude because he had to move, right? And I'm not here to defend Sang-woo. I'm just saying that those are 2 different things for a character, because one of them is just killing a character, being like, okay, I get to eliminate you. I have a free pass to eliminate you. I get more money if I win. All right, go fuck you, go die. The other thing is like, all right, this guy knows his shit. We're just going to let him do his thing. And then we're just all going to survive together. And then the lights go off. And it's like, well, now he has to move. He can't do this. They even like give him the marbles and shit. But they all cooperate until there was no choice. And then Sang-woo was like, all right, die. So that is a different thing about Sang-woo's character. That is I thought it was going to be one way and it was a different way, and that's important. It's important to remember that. So I'm going to keep a note on that and try to keep that in mind and remember. So the one dude that killed his wife just immediately killed himself. I thought about that dude later, I was like, oh yeah, that dude and his wife, because you see them in previous episode. Actually, you see them because you see everyone just in teams, and they have a moment when they reveal it's a team and you have to kill the other person, and you see that dude number 69 look at his wife and they look at him and they like look at each other like, oh my god, and they just got away and you never resolve that. And I'm glad that in this episode they were like, all right, that dude had to kill his wife and then he killed himself. Sang-woo also talked to him in a pretty good scene where you kind of understand what Sang-woo was saying, what his mentality is. And it appears that his mentality is just like, we're so far in that we can't give up now, bro. We really can't give up now. Because like that money up there is not just your wife, it's everyone else that died. Like it's the thing of like, all of those people would have died for nothing if we just leave, if we just walk away. We need to actually do this because that's almost like kind of not even a logical thing, but almost like a rationality thing. You're trying to justify yourself. Keep going. You know, the idea of like, I'm going to keep going, maybe kill people because like I've already gone really far. Like I kill Ali. I kill other people. Like I've done some fucked up shit. If I stop now, it would all have been for nothing. Like that's the mentality Sang-woo is probably approaching this from, and it's kind of a way to just justifying things. It's like, I've done fucked up shit. I need to win, otherwise the fucked up shit was for nothing, and I just get to be miserable. Like that's it. So. All right, that's where Sang-woo probably comes from, and I'm glad I can kind of understand that. That's a good character, actually. Having a character that's like that, it's good. Anything else I want to talk about this episode? The glass shattering scene. What was the point of the glass shattering scene? Because that was like solid like 40 seconds of just glass shattering and just drums going crazy. Like drums going crazy. And glass shattering in super slow motion, and everyone's like, oh, I'm getting cut by glass, and it's like, yes, that scene didn't need to be a minute long. I don't know why it was, because I don't think anything of note happened. Then they all go back to normal. They're all holding parts of their bodies. They all seem to be injured because of the glass exploding, but maybe not too badly injured. And then Jun-ho just escapes, and they're trying to get him. He's scuba diving and they're in a boat. So one game left, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be a real game. It could be, it could not be. We'll see. All right, so that's it for this episode, I guess. Anything else I want to talk about? Fuck capitalism. Capitalism sucks. I will continue to complain about it. You're not gonna stop it. The Doctor Who episode Oxygen is pretty good. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's just the idea that like, because like it's just the fact that I was just seeing people being like, Squid Game doesn't really have a message. It's just a good show, and I'm just like, all right, good to know that you just kind of press play, binge the show, didn't pay attention to anything. It's just like, that's the thing. It's that like people love nowadays. This is a problem people have nowadays. People love just being like, dude, shut up. Not everything has to have a meaning. Things can just be. Not everything matters. Also, this is not political. This does not have a message. Shut the fuck up. You're just trying to make things out of nothing. Like, okay, you know what the best example is? You know what the best fucking example is of this shit happening? I remember I saw like last month or a couple weeks ago, Tay Zonday, which is the guy who made Chocolate Rain. You know that song? Chocolate Rain? That guy. He made like a TikTok or something. That was a video of him. It was like a meme format of like, when people don't know that the hit song you made is about like the inequality and racial sensitivity of like people of color living in the United States, something like that. And the reaction that people have in the comments was like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? It was just about, it's like, hey, Chocolate Rain, silly, haha, funny meme. There was no meaning to it. You're just trying to farm cookie points now, okay? You're just trying to put meaning and make it political when it wasn't. It was just a dumb song about chocolate, okay? You're no one to tell me what the truth is. And it's like, it's the guy who made the fucking song. And also, if I write in Google right now, Chocolate Rain lyrics, Chocolate Rain. Some say dry and others feel pain. Chocolate Rain. A baby born will die before the sin. Chocolate Rain. The school books say it can't be here again. Chocolate Rain. The prisons make you wonder where it went. Chocolate Rain. History quickly crash into your veins. Chocolate Rain. Using you to fall back down again. Chocolate Rain. Seldom mentioned on the radio. Chocolate Rain. It's the fear your leaders call control. Chocolate Rain. The same crime has a higher price to pay. Chocolate Rain. The judge and jury swear it's not the face. So that's the kind of thing. It's that I understand the feeling of like, sometimes things have no meaning. My favorite show is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And Lord knows that that show is simple. It's just dudes fight. There we go. But sometimes things do have meaning. And trying to pretend that they're not, trying to turn a blind eye and just not hear it. Just another quitative. One is vision, other is hearing. Anyway, trying to turn a blind eye and not seeing it is just not. It's just. It doesn't make any sense. You're just. Here's the thing: is that by pretending that something is not real, you're helping the problem. Okay? Because if something is telling you about a problem that needs to be fixed, and you pretend that the problem is not there and that the person is lying, you're actually siding with the problem. You're siding with the oppressor. So that's the thing. The thing is that these people don't believe that things need to change. These people don't believe that there is injustice and things being fucked up. And I don't know what to tell those people other than die in darkness. There you go. You will die stupid. So I suppose that's it for this episode of Squid Game. This conversation is becoming more and more heavy. I kind of like it. I kind of like going through the message and meanings of things. So I'm glad I can do this. And I also get to complain about capitalism for free. So there you go. Speaking of capitalism, give me money. Check out the Patreon in order to watch the next 2 episode reactions to Squid Game. Yeah, you can give me money so I can live. It's not even so I can buy cool shit. I would have like 20 Gundams, but I only have 1. And I wanted that shit since I was like 14 years old. So give me a break. It took me 11 years. I got it. Okay. Early access episodes, full-length things. It's okay if you don't have the means to pay for it. You don't worry about it. Anyway, so that's it for this episode of Squid Game. Thank you for being here. There we go. Thumbs up. All right, that's it for this episode of Squid Game. Check out the next 2 episode reactions over at the Patreon, full-on reaction, all that stuff. If you want, you don't have to. Check out the social media below. Subscribe to the channel, whatever. I'm chilling. Goodbye. Take care. Have a good day. Okay? Bye-bye.